This is the recap for Kingmakers Chapter 2, Part 2, Travel at Oleg's. Sorry, I misremembered the order of events, so what I said last time that the bandits arrive in this session is incorrect. After arriving at Oleg's outpost and introducing themselves to Oleg and Svetlana, they start exploring the outpost to see what they can work with. There is a courtyard that can be quickly converted into a kill zone if necessary, there are buildings to hide in and set up an ambush, and there are plenty of corners to take cover behind. There are also 4 catapults remaining from this place's previous use as a sentry outpost, but they are non-functional and need some work to be operational. Unfortunately, no one in the party is skilled enough to take up the job in the time they have. They start planning how they're going to deal with the bandits. If they can capture one or more for interrogation, that'll be good. But the mandate is still to eliminate banditry in any shape or form by whatever means necessary. Luther and Fish stay at the outpost to prepare their minds, bodies, and equipment with the rest of the companions, while Kelden, Rocco, and Amiri walk out to do some reconnaissance in the lands around them. They come upon a moonradish patch in the middle of the forest. They see that a bunch of kobolds have taken a liking to the radishes and have collected many of them, and also stuffed themselves full of them. Kelden searches his memory and finds that moon radishes can make a delicious soup that helps clear the mind. Together they think about how to approach the situation. They decide that Rocco, the more diplomatic out of the 3 of them, will try to approach the kobolds in a friendly, non-threatening manner to try to negotiate for some information and/or radishes. Kobolds don't speak Taldane, and none of them speak Draconic, so they open negotiations on quite a bad foot. Still, Rocco tries his best to convey their intentions, but implying that they are interested in the radishes sparks a very aggressive response from the tiny lizards, as they are very protective of this patch. This ends up completely derailing the conversation, and Rocco, Kelden, and Amiri decide to back away and leave them be. They have no standing argument and no reason to start one now. Back at the outpost, they try to mingle some more with their companions. Amiri tells that the Mammoth tribe has a coming-of-age ceremony that involves going somewhere very dangerous, in which people have died before, and that if Amiri is here, a young woman with a giant sword that is obviously not standard for humans, means she's a survivor and that they need to show her that in order for her to take them seriously. Harim impresses upon them that his religion doesn't mean he's evil. He's not an accelerationist. He's kind of like a doomsday prepper. His faith tells him that total annihilation is inevitable. Destruction will come to everything. Anything eventually crumbles and dies, and you can't fight it with infinite hope. You can do your best, prepare for the end times, live the life you have, and accept your final fate when it comes. Jaethal is from some faraway elf land, but is reluctant to talk about her history before her current mission. She considers it another life best left behind. Valerie is also reluctant to talk about her past, and it seems like she's ashamed of it. It makes her sad to think about it. She has her faith, more than, for example, Amiri and Lindsay, and in her religion, beauty is considered God's gift and a major boon. She feels like she was blessed by her goddess, but it also feels like a curse. That is something Luther can feel quite empathetic about. She doesn't wear a mask like him, but she obviously cut her hair in a non-feminine way and tries to define herself as more than her looks. Lindsay, having spent some time with him and really took a liking to Luther, offers him 2 medallions that could be useful to him. Luther chooses the Onyx Panther, a medallion that improves his heavy plate-mailed stealth capabilities. Fish presses Oleg for any information he has that would be useful. Oleg considers it for a moment and tells Fish he heard from a traveler friend of a brother that a wizard's spellbook has been lost somewhere in the Stolen Lands. Someone would probably love to have it back, but it could also contain some interesting things for the party to learn. As part of their preparations, Rocco and Kelden decide to build some traps in order to distract and confuse the bandits during the ambush and place them in hopefully strategic locations in the central yard. They find their ambush places, set up the plan, take Amiri as their companion for it, and wait. Next time, for real now, the ambush is sprung and the fight begins. Until then, stay good, have fun.